Hey, it's Ed here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for Ethereum with a little Ethereum. Again, last week we were looking into ETH as well, and at that point we were right around here. But before that, let's go through the whole structure that we had since the lows of around November 22nd. The overall idea has been that we've been in an impulse wave from the lows as this with 1, 2, 1, 2 and more 1, 2 sub levels or sub degrees here. And the point is that we would have this as a 1, 2, 3, 4 and then looking for last leg upwards on the fifth wave. Now, last video again we were talking about how this looks decent as a third wave coming down, then looking for that fourth wave. So let's take a look at where we were. We were expecting this to become a expanded flat of some sort. We had some targets here. 38.2 of that third wave would be around the 1478. That is one of the areas that we were looking at. 1.382 of this ABC here as well, and of course there was confluence down here into the lows, comparing this wave 1 to this fifth. Again, fifth wave was slightly smaller than the first one here, but again that's that. We had a potential forward move after last week's video here, so again that gives us more confidence that okay, there was potential ending diagonal in here, or even just a forward move. I can't remember if there was overlap. I think there is overlap here, so a diagonally has to be. So that's that. Again, major opportunities for going long here. Cities definitely provided setups there on Discord as well. We had the Bitcoin longs and ETH longs for sure here, and of course if people are looking for alt scenarios as well, it's very important to look at what ETH is doing and what Bitcoin is doing. If they are agreeing on major pivot, there is a very good chance that a couple of the smaller altcoins are going to be running as well, and this kind of move here of 19 or 20% almost on ETH, you can imagine how much that would be on smaller altcoins. But yeah, since the lows again we had a potential impulse move. Again, I do like this being already the fifth in, where we'd have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, completing the whole structure up in here. We'd have divergence at the top, and that would be that. Now again, there is of course a chance where this fifth wave is not in. However, if we are comparing again the wave 1 length to that wave 5 length, and we can see basically that they are exactly the same size. 1-to-1 hits here at the very tip top, and giving us the information that if we have a 5-way move here, it's very likely that this whole thing is done, and we had a very impulsive move to the downside here. Now let's check out more of the local structure here next and see what we can do. So overall, let's go to 5 minutes so we can see the structure better. Overall, we had a very large reaction here. So again, at this point, it was kind of clear that something is changing, although we did not yet take out these lows here, but we had taken out consolidation of previous wave 4, and if this indeed was a 5-way move like so, this was most likely a start of something new, as it has had taken out and engulfed almost majority of the previous move here. So then we would be looking for wave 2 pullback in 3 waves here, and then another wave 1, 2, and again downside. Now this is a different thing than on Bitcoin, because on Bitcoin I was looking at this as a ABC, 3-way pullback and ABC. That is still possible here, creating a 3-way move here like so, but on this, however, it is still possible to label this as a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, creating something here, either wave A or wave 1. I don't see this being a structure like this. However, again, it is possible. The reason why I don't like it is because of this next move here is very overlapping. We see a lot of overlapping wave structures all over here, which does indicate more that this is not a impulsive move to the upside, and saying that we could have this as a wave 4 of that previous degrees. So of course there was a chance for that as well here, but as long as we don't take out these highs, there is more chance that this is a start of something to the downside rather than an end of something, meaning an end of this structure. So after these lows was put in place, I'm looking at this as a potential wave A, then ABC down here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is kind of extended to the C wave. There is no overlap between these highs and these lows, so there is a chance that we can have this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not the best looking structure, however, I'm sure you can be labeling it WXY as well somehow. You could be labeling this as probably some kind of structure overall, but the main thing is that I do think that this is a corrective structure and a continuation for this is to come. We did get a nice rejection from here. This previous area of resistance held over here, and we got a rejection from there as well, coming down quite fast. Now again, it was not really clear that this is a 5-way move here. It is extended in forms of a potential C wave. However, there is a chance that some of these small consolidations would be wave 4s and 5s, and we just don't see a divergence at the end. Unfortunate, but again, that is very similar to Bitcoin. And as we are expecting Bitcoin to have a partner leg for this later on, and now we'd be expecting partner leg for this structure first here, I would be expecting that first, and then we would be creating this kind of structure here, a 3-way structure coming down. Now, again, as this is a 5-way move, I'm not sure how this really fits in here, because the longer this consolidating part is taking place, the more likely this whole structure is just going to be an ABC instead of anything impulsive to the downside, which is something that I definitely wanted. At this point, this is the only structure that is more towards that impulsive side, and the rest like this, and this is saying that, okay, we have a lot of consolidation to do, and we'll see how that turns out. But at this point, I'm on the short setup already. I mean on the short trade already. If you want some kind of potential signals and setups, you can check out the Discord more. But again, that's on you. It's still free for some time, so take an advantage if you want. We had a setup something like this mentioned, and again, if we are thinking about the higher degree time frame, what this could be part of, we had a few different ideas on the last video, so if you want to be checking those out, do so. But I think this is going to do it for this video. Again, looking for more larger pullbacks now as the next plan. But thank you for watching, and see you on the next video. Bye bye.